What's going on, everyone? It's Spuddy McGee here with Buds and Sports. You already know. It's quick picks time. Week 13 is here. Had a very average week last week for week 12. 7-8, 8-7, 8-7. Pretty average around the board. But I think this slate is a lot more easier to predict. I think we got some easy matchups. I mean, the spreads is probably really the hardest thing for this week. I'm not expecting too many upsets this week. On my quick picks slate, I only have one. I'm only going for one upset this week, but we'll get to it. But for the buys this week, we got Browns, Packers, Titans, Panthers. And let's get this shit started. Thursday's game. I've got the Cowboys and the Saints. Hopefully Cowboys got some of their injuries that they had in the last two games back. Because if they do, then looking at a definite Cowboy win. Cowboys been kind of sluggish lately. Just lost to the Raiders in overtime in a game that they just beat themselves. That I felt they beat themselves and allowed the Raiders to do their thing and chalk up a win. They're going against the Saints. Saints are treading downhill from here. A lot of injuries have been happening to the Saints. Their offense is also very stagnant as well. Ain't scoring points, so that defense is going to get worked all day because they're going to be on the field a little too long. But the Cowboys do have a problem with the Saints, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's a really close game. So, but I do feel like the Cowboys will win. They should cover a 4.5 point spread. And I'm thinking it's going to be over 47.5 points. I got Cowboys winning this one. Up next, we got the Buccaneers, Falcons, divisional game. This is going to be a little uncharacteristic of me. Divisional games, I always think that they're usually close depending on the opponents. But this one, Buccaneers have a lot of offensive power compared to the Falcons, who are struggling on many dimensions. So Buccaneers going against Falcons, there's a clear favorite for the Buccaneers. They know how to put up points. Falcons struggle to put up points. But whenever Cordell Patterson plays, Falcons have a chance. So there's that. But I just think the Bucs offense is just way, way too much for the Falcons. And the Bucs defense is going to get some turnovers. So I got Bucs winning. They will be covering their 11-point spread. But I also think we're going over 50.5 points on this one. I got Bucs beating Atlanta in Atlanta Dome. Yeah. Up next, we got the Cardinals versus the Bears. Cardinals coming back from a bye, trying to get fresh. I think Kyler Murray's playing again. If not, Colt McCoy has been doing a fine job replacing, just doing enough to win games and keeping them pretty close. They're going up against the struggling Bears this week. Nope, they're predicting it's going to be raining in Chicago. So it might be a run-only game. Who knows? We'll see. But I still got Cardinals in the advantage of this one. They have nice depth in running back. Got James Conner. Edmonds should be coming back soon. Not this week. I think next week. But even the third stringer's nice. Benjamin, very, very, very nice. He's exploded in one game. And if they use him again, hey, he could probably do it again. But as for the Bears, Khalil Mack is out for the season. They've just been struggling on offense. I mean, they beat the Lions last week. Not much of an accomplishment, but apparently Nagy feels like that was a great win for him. But we'll see here. I don't think the Bears have a chance. Cards will win. They'll cover 8-point spread. Even with the weather, I think they'll go over 45.5 points. Next, we got the Chargers and the Bengals. Chargers just being Chargers in situations. Yes, they are 6-5 right now, but honestly, I thought they would at least be 8-3 at this point in the schedule, but they are not. They are playing against a hungry Bengals team with Joey Burrows at the helm. I just like this Bengals team a lot, offense and defense. They do some mistakes here every now and then, but they are a great team to watch. They're a fun team to watch. They got weapons on the offensive side, and they got a really strong defense to me. As for the Chargers, they got talent both on the offense and defense. It's just they blow it a lot of the times. They blow leads. Sometimes the offenses just ain't clicking for some weird reason. I don't know. I feel like they could do a lot better than what they are right now. With all that being said, I think Bengals are going to have the advantage because they just seem like the better team right now. Overall, discipline-wise, everything, compared to the Chargers. They're covering their 3-point spread, the Bengals, and this game is going over 50.5 points. Next, we got the Vikings-Lions divisional game. Lions still reaching for that first win. Will it be against the Vikings? Possibility, but I don't think so. Vikings have a very, very strong offense. They seem to be scoring in the high 20s, 30 point range as of late. They will continue doing that in this game. The question is, can Lions keep up? And Lions can't score really that well. I mean, they hit 20 a few times, but they're all losses, you know. As you can see, they haven't won. So they're not winning this one against Vikings. Vikings have a 7-point spread. I think it's going to be close to a shutout, I feel. I don't know why I feel like Vikings are going to post like a 30-17 game or something like that. That's what I think. And with that score, they will be going... Actually, not 17. I think they'll be 13. Detroit will be like 13. Vikings will be like 30. That's why I think they'll be under for this one. 46.5 under. I never do a lot of unders unless there's full confidence that it's going to be a rough game. But they're in the dome. There's no weather delay, so weather situations going on here. It's going to be under 46.5 points, though. Up next, we got the Giants and Dolphins. Giants were able to chalk up a win against the Eagles. Very, very ugly game, though. No one wanted to score, really. It was a really rough game to watch if you did. I saw some of the clips, and it was still rough. So, yeah. They're going against Dolphins. Crazy. They were 1-7, and now they're 5-7. Fighting for a playoff spot. You know, never say never. They have the don't die mentality right now. They are fighting for a wild card spot because I think they realize they're not going to win the AFC East, but they are willing to fight for a wild card spot. Their defense has, I think, fully woken up now. They're playing great. They're keeping scores low now. That's good. Maybe it's just early season stuff. Anyway, they came to play now. They still have a chance. They're playing against the Giants. Struggling on offense. A lot of injuries on offense. Defense, a lot of injuries as well. Defense could make some stops, but I think the way the Dolphins have been playing lately, the way the offense has been playing lately, they're going to get a win. It's going to be kind of close within a touchdown on the field. I still think Dolphins are going to cover a 4-point spread. And we will go over 40.5 points. I don't think it'll be that low, but It's going to be low, to today's standards, but I don't think we're going lower than 40.5 points. Dolphins win. Up next, we got the Eagles and the Jets. Eagles trying to bounce back from a loss and a terrible offensive performance, trying to get some scores on the board. Jalen Hurts did kind of get hurt. I think he has a sprained ankle right now, so he is questionable, but didn't have a great game last week. Looking to bounce back against the Jets. Jets able to pull up a win against Texans. Not much to say about that, but hey, a win's a win. Maybe a little confidence going into this game. Who knows? What do I think? I think Eagles will win. Eagles are that much better of a team in my eyes that they shouldn't allow the Jets to string up a win. Tough defense, but the offense still needs a lot of work on the Jets. But Eagles has Jalen Hurts. If he's playing, Jalen Hurts playing, and he's good enough to, carry the team on his back, they should win. They should cover a 7-point spread. This game will probably go over 45.5 points. Yeah. Up next, we got the Colts Texans. Texans, at least in the last 3 games, even though last week they lost against the Jets, they've been putting together at least better outings lately. Better outings. Still a bad team, but better outings for them. They're going against a Colts that was red hot, but just lost against the Bucs. So Colts are looking to bounce back, try to take the AFC South, and this is Colts game. Colts got Jonathan Taylor, probably one of the best players in football right now. I thought the Colts didn't use him enough last game, which is why they got in they blew the lead, to be honest. The fact that Colts didn't use Jonathan Taylor that much in the last game is the reason why Bucs came back and won it. Simple as that. I think they're going to learn their lesson. Colts going to take it to the Texans, run up that score. They're going to cover their 9-point spread, and this game's going to be over 45.5 points. I got Colts. Up next, Washington football team versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Almost said LA Raiders, but Las Vegas Raiders. Both teams coming off dubs from the last few minutes of the game. Washington beat Seahawks. Raiders beat Cowboys. You know which one is the better dub. Raiders trying to kick off that dark cloud over them that I keep on saying, but they're having that never say die mentality right now. They have a chance in the playoffs, so why not? So does Washington, but Washington is definitely not the better team of the two. Washington beats, other than the Bucs, they just beat bad teams, I feel. And in this game, I think Raiders got their numbers. They just need to prevent some crazy Heineke magic, and they should put away this game, because coming from Washington's standpoint, the main players that Washington offense has is Heineke. If you stop him, then that's it. Then they got J.D. McKissick, Scary Terry, and do they got someone else? Antonio Gibson, yeah. If they could stop those 3 players, they'll definitely win this game. Defense is not that scary, and they should be able to throw all over this offense if they go in this game correctly. I still feel like Raiders have enough talent to pick up a few more dubs by the end of the season, and this will be one of them. I got Raiders winning. They're going to cover a 2.5-point spread. They're at home, so yeah, they definitely got to win. I got them going over 49.5 points, like 30-20 game. That's what I'm thinking. Up next, we got the Jaguars and the Rams. Rams definitely need a bring back game, a bounce back game, because they're on a losing streak and it's not a good one. The offense hasn't been clicking as well as they should be. It's mainly towards playoff teams that they're probably going to look into in the future when they make the playoffs, not performing well. That's not good, offense or defense. So, if anything, time to get back on the saddle again against the Jaguars. Jaguars really struggling this year. They kind of make it competitive, but you know that there's a lot of missing pieces, not the right personnel going around on this team, and you know it's not well put together on this Jaguars team. Maybe it's the coach, maybe it's other things, but this year is definitely a rebuild year for them. They got talent, it's just not well oiled. It's not a well-oiled machine over in Jacksonville right now. I give it about another year or two before you start seeing some real progress for this Jaguars team. But until then, not thinking much of the Jaguars right now. If Rams can stop James Robinson, this offense pretty much goes nowhere. I got Rams winning this one. The spread is 13, and I'm going to say Rams cover it, to be honest. This has to be the game that Rams run up the score and just go out on their offense. If they don't and Jaguars have a chance, big trouble here. Big trouble for the Rams. But they're going over 48 points as well. On to the next game, divisional game, Ravens versus Steelers. I think this is the one game that puts Steelers out of commission, I think. Ravens should, they're not going to fully lock the division right here, but they should definitely put like, hey, this is our stamp that we got the division from here on out. Even though the Ravens played really, really bad last week, I mean, Lamar Jackson hasn't played in like 17 days, and it showed. He threw 4 interceptions. Offense did not look good at all. It was yikes. But they played against the Browns. Browns offense wasn't looking that well as well, with both the running backs back. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it's an anomaly, but kudos to the Ravens defense though for making the stops though, and I think Ravens defense going to play at another high level again. Big Ben really struggling now. It's looking like his last season. You can't finish the season. It's looking rough. Watching him when he played against the Bangles. This is his farewell tour. Ravens should handle this decisively. I'm thinking 27-24 game. Ravens got this one. Even though I said the score like that, I still think Ravens are going to cover their 4.5 point spread. They'll be over 44 points. I got Ravens. Up next, 49ers, Seahawks, divisional game. Seahawks are done. The spunk ain't there no more. They look lost. The offense looks bad. Defense looks bad. Russell looks like he wants out. So, I mean, that's pretty much it for the Seahawks right now. Niners should have a great game against the Seahawks. It might be close just because it's divisional, but I think Niners really show their dominance against the Seahawks team because of the lack of confidence going from the Seahawks area right now. Niners should definitely put up at least 30 points in this game. As for Seahawks, who knows? I don't think Seahawks goes over 20. If they do, I'll be surprised. But I'm thinking like a 30-17 game. I got Niners winning this one. Niners really picking up the pace now that we're going towards the end of the season. Defense looking a little better despite the injuries. Same thing with the offense. Offense looking a lot better. They're definitely doing better dealing with injuries now than from the beginning of the season. They're using Ayuk. That's great. Downside, Deebo Samuels is out for at least 2 weeks, so bad. But they got Ayuk back in the mix. They got Kittle back in the mix. The running back situation is a lot better than the start of the season, so good for the Niners. Bad for the Seahawks. It's just a lot of no confidence coming there. I got Niners. 3.5 point spread they're covering, over 44.5 points. For the Sunday night game, we got another divisional matchup. The next ones are divisional matchups. We got Broncos and Chiefs. This is definitely going to set the tone for the AFC West divisional race. Right now, Chiefs are on top of the division, but don't have it secured because the rest of the AFC West teams are at 6-5, and the Broncos are playing them. I think they play them twice, so this is the first of another visit later in the season. The question is, are the Chiefs back? Their defense in the last, I want to say 4 games, they've been showing up. They're able to prevent teams from scoring over 20, which is great for the defense because Chiefs are definitely not known for their defense. But the question is, what about the offense? Is the offense there? That is a big question. I think they had their bye week last week, so that's good for them to recuperate. They did have their bye week. Recuperate, so who knows? They might be sluggish again, but they're playing against a tough Broncos defense. I like this Broncos defense a lot, and when they play A1, they're going to make their stops. As for the offense of the Broncos right now, it's kind of hit and miss, but they got some pieces back. Jerry Jeudy's back in the mix again. They got their running back tandem also, so I expect a lot of running to happen between Williams and Gordon. Then see some play action that goes to Sutton, Patrick, or Jeudy. So there's options there as long as Teddy Bridgewater is healthy and making the throws. I see Broncos actually winning this game against this Chiefs team. Because I personally think the offense is not there just yet. I still think they're a little wonky, a little off. And they're going to hiccup right here, I feel. The offense is not playing A1. Patrick Mahomes is not playing A1. Some of his magic is out, and I think it happens here as well. Broncos are winning this one. They're covering they're actually giving the Broncos 9.5 points. This is where I call my spoiler alert, upset alert right here. But this game will go over 47 points. And for the Monday night game, probably the most anticipated game of this week, we got the Pats versus the Bills. Yeah, it's crazy. At the beginning of the season, we weren't thinking the Pats were going to be in first place for the AFC East. We thought the Bills got this locked down, and here we are now. Pats are 8-4, Bills are 7-4. Crazy, right? Pats looking like the team to beat right now, riding a 7-game winning streak due to very, very efficient offense, whether it's running the ball or making the right throws for Mac Jones. He's looking like offensive rookie of the year right now, which is crazy to say. But the defense is also number one right now. They are the number one defense right now. And the Bills, on the other hand, they lost their number one guy on defense, Trey White. He is out for the season. I think he tore his ACL. Sad. They still got their pieces on defense enough, but their pass defense is a little weak now because of Trey White being out. As for the offense, sometimes they get it going, sometimes they're not. Right now, they seem like they're not confident in a running back situation because we got Matt Breida back in the mix there. He's not a bad player, but at the same time, he was third on the depth chart. Now he's like number 2, splitting carries with Singletary. So we'll see what happens with the Bills' offense. Bills' offensive line needs to play better, so Josh Allen plays better. If that doesn't happen, Josh Allen is going to fold, and he goes to his old mistakes. Josh Allen needs to start running the ball again as well to get some first downs, get this team going, because they have a lot of weapons, but just not sparking that fire right now. I don't know. To me, in this matchup, divisional matchup, I got Bills winning this one. I am staying with the Bills Mafia on this one. They are not the underdogs here, which is crazy. I thought they were going to be, but especially with the 6-game winning streak from the Pats. But Bills are going to win this one. They're going to cover a 2.5-point spread. And even though it's going to be really, really cold that night on Monday night, I think they're going over 43.5 points. I thought that spread number was crazy, but who knows what's going to happen in that game. It's going to be a very good game. Personally, I think they split this matchup. I think Bills win at home, but Pats win at home when they meet again. So, yeah. That's it for my quick picks. Shorter week this week in week 13 since there are 4 bye teams this week. So, yeah, go ahead. Let me know what you think about my picks. Love them, hate them, talk shit. Hit me up. I don't mind. Every now and then I do some Vegas bets. Haven't been a winner because I haven't shared any of my wins. So that's an update on that end. You know, it's fun. It's the way to get into the game. But, yeah, hit me up. Why not? You know where to find us. We're on streaming platforms. Just type in Buds and Sports, and we are there. Always come in with the content. We just did our three-fourths of the season recap. We're done with 3/4 of the season. We're going into the fourth quarter, the last leg of the year, when we just talk overall about the whole league right now for as it is. Dookie list out. Last week's NBA talk is out as well with our homie Deontay. Go ahead, check that out. We're also, tomorrow, we're doing DraftKings. DraftKings is still going on. Me, Francis, Doug, we're doing it again. We're going to keep on doing it. So, yeah, go ahead and tune in. And with that, Spuddy McGee here, and I am out.